Can we be done with this fucking shit? I'm gonna ask this question, but I can't cover the quartering anymore, dude. I can't do it. I don't know how you people even care anymore. Like, I understand Kino Casino's perspective, but I gotta tell them this. I don't watch the JR segments anymore. I watch that channel anytime I watch their shows and all that, but I can't watch the Jeremy segment. I just don't do it. I'm bored of it. You know, it's boring. It really is. Like, it's not actually exciting. It's just some fucking boring middle-aged man not being able to speak in proper sentences and complete sentences because he's tweaking out on fucking ADHD medication or something. Like, he's clearly tweaking. We don't know what it is yet, but he's tweaking on something. I think it's ADHD medication. I believe it's ADHD medication. It's awful to watch. I would, if it was anyone else, I'd feel terrible for them, honestly. It's just that it's Jeremy Gambley, so I feel no pity whatsoever. He's a scumbag. Right? He's a legitimate scumbag. But other than that, who cares? I can't cover this shit, bro. I can't care for it. I can't actually watch it without going, like, I'm going to say this. He's the boring version of Darkside Phil. Keyword. Boring version. Do you know how fucking awful you got to be more boring and contemptible than fucking Philip Burnell? Darkside Phil is a demented Seinfeld character who is basically the reminder of what not to be in life as a person. Darkside Phil's a scumbag. Don't forget, that guy manipulated a 17 to 18. I'm only giving you that grace, motherfucker, out of like pure ethics. I'm only giving you that grace, you fucking no chin having fuck. We all know what the Pandalese shit. We all know what happened. You're a piece of shit. We know it. I will never, ever, ever in my life ever think Phil is anything more than a pathetic, disgusting manipulator that would do anything to keep hold over a woman in a fucking relationship. I don't believe that Phil can have a regular... Phil is just JF Karapi without the murder. That's all he is. And I will continue to hold that opinion. Anyways, he's the boring version of Phil is what I'm saying. Right? And that's sad. So now you got this going on. Over with the political space right now. Now, apparently Melanie released a fucking video about how I'm not going to play it because genuinely, I can't care enough. I can't care if this dumb chick's got to talk about anything. This chick has got no value. Mel, I used to make fun of Melanie for being stupid because I thought she was the next fucking that Star Wars girl coming, and I thought, oh, here we go again. Not this dumb bitch. Here we go. Not another dumb chick in the space. She's going to say a bunch of stupid shit with her annoying voice. Well, thank God Melanie Mack actually was something way worse. Dumber. Somehow Melanie's dumber. I didn't think that was possible. I thought this Star Wars chick is one of the dumbest human beings I've ever had to see in my entire life. She's dumber than a sack of rocks. Except I'm insulting the rocks. No. Dirt eater extraordinaire over there with her fucking children she doesn't seem to want to fucking sit there and be a mother to. Nah, fuck you, bitch. Go fucking be a mom. We're all sick of your bullshit. Be a mom. Alright, shut the fuck up. Be a fucking mom. God, got all that money from basically doing nothing in her fucking goddamn YouTube career except being a fucking sex symbol to fucking certain nerds. But oh God, how ghastly. You can't just... Whatever. I'm cranky. I'm like these people I have to get up and work at 3 in the fucking morning. So I don't want to hear the bullshit. This bitch is dumber. By a fucking landmark. By a landmark. She's dumber. She's dumber. How's she dumber, boy? Well, she decided to use the Christian angle the wrong way. You remember the episode of South Park where Cartman talked about, I don't know, like where Stan said, shut the fuck up, Cartman, you don't know anything about Christianity, which is true. Cartman knows absolutely nothing about Christianity. He just, what was it, Cartman? I know enough to exploit it. That's basically the space in a nutshell, not knowing jack shit about Christianity, but knowing enough to fucking exploit it, which I think is hilarious. Like, it's hilarious that no one else sees that. You know, all these old boomer Christian dumb fucks that don't see right through Melanie like anyone with a brain cell would. To see that Melanie's just full of shit. I mean, the tattoos, the choker. It's like playing two ends of the cord. She's like she's basically the fucking Chloe Roma of that space, where everyone falls for this shit, even though Chloe Roma is quite literally one of the biggest full of shit artists on the fucking planet. Chloe Roma with the fucking multiple fucking pornographic videos. Chloe Roma, who basically was selling OnlyFans until she was called out by people in the space. Chloe Roma is not a men's right advocate. If you fall for that, you are a sad, pathetic man. And believe me, I've had very interested. I've blocked them on Instagram. I can't stand them. They're fucking disgusting mutant losers. I have no respect for you as a man. You make me physically sick. If you were to be around me in real life, I would think that you should be 30 yards away from a fucking school zone. That's what I think of you. If you don't like that, I don't give a fuck. If you have any a problem with me saying that, I really don't care. Because you are pathetic if you listen to these women. I just look at you with disgust. You're weak. You're weak and easily fucking manipulated, and you will always be some woman's little bitch. And that is a genuine fact. If a woman doesn't think you're a sex offender first when she sees you. And that's a sad thing to say, but that's what these people are to me. Weak as fuck. Low-end garbage. Then you got this dumb bitch, right? Again, the Chloe Roma of this space. Fooling all these dumb fucking dim-witted retards. Until she couldn't. The reason she can't do it anymore is because of Jeremy. She was running a racket that was fine up until Jeremy. Jeremy ruined it for everyone. Hannah Clara's out. She doesn't have, and she's not going to get the paychecks she was once getting. And she has a child. She actually, to me, it's important that she gets those paychecks to raise her child with her weird homosexual looking husband. How is it both of you have men that look like homosexuals? You're Christian women. What's going on here? You're dating beta male, weird looking dudes that look beta male and act beta male. Like, when I saw her husband, I was shocked. I'm like, that's Hannah Clara's husband? I thought it was a 6'1" white dude with straight-laced hair who went out doing shit. No, it's that motherfucker on Tim Pool's show. Like, no. Oh, no, buddy. It's over. Oh, God. And it all just starts to make sense. I know that's a cruel way to take a side shot there, because that's not fair for me to say. I don't know these people, but like, straight the fuck up. You have to paint the picture, because you have to understand these people are full of shit. Like, they don't go for the actual Christian men, because Christian men would see right fucking through them. They're all full of shit. I mean, even Hannah Clara, I question. I believe you're full of shit, because Christian men would look right through you bitches, right? So now, with this long story I'm talking about, Melanie Mack is done. She's exiting the quartering cast, bro. The quarter cast. What the fuck you want to call this garbage? She's exiting the disgusting cast of garbage. She's exiting the show. The show's ending, bro. It's time. It's done. Like, the Rumble contract's up. It doesn't make any real revenue. Jeremy, I don't know about his money situation. I don't know. Everyone says he's broke and all this shit. That man came from money. That man came from wealth. That man has a lot of money. His wife has a lot of money. I don't know how you blow all that money. I know you can blow a lot of money. But all that wealth? I don't think so. I think Jeremy's just so hated and just so pathetic that he's just going to sit there and hemorrhage his money up until he really knows he can't do that, because then it'll start getting to the point where you actually are going to start getting broke. But this is over. I think with Jeremy, I think the thing that bugs me more is I don't think he's actually broke. He's just full of shit, and he's trying to fucking promote that he's losing money. He's trying to promote that he's trying to look relatable. He's just trying to look relatable, and he's not. Jeremy, no matter what you are, you'll never be relatable to us, because no one could ever relate to being as fucked up as you. You're a fucked in the head individual. And I would like it the quartering were to stop doing this. I'm sick of the coverage. It's boring. I think the shit's boring. When Kino covers it, I just look at them like, you're trying to make it look fun, but it's not fun. We're talking about a man that's basically halfway brain dead as it is. Can't complete a sentence to save his life, is tweaking out of his fucking mind on fucking ADHD medication, most likely. What are we doing here? As someone who's taking ADHD medication, because of, well, I have ADHD. He's tweaking on ADHD medication, isn't he? Be done with this shit, okay? Be done quartering. It's over. I don't think the quartering should even apologize. I know, like, that's what Triple P says. Bullshit. I'm going to tell you right now from my perspective, right? No offense to Triple P or Andy, even though they've been the wrong party. They are. That's not why I'm saying this. But if I'm the quartering, fuck you. I'm not apologizing. And the reason I say this, let's be honest, no apology will ever be good enough. And it's actually the truth. I'm not caping for Jeremy being in his corner. He's a piece of shit. He did to himself. You put yourself in a situation. But I said on Alyssa Clip's channel in the comments, I said, I don't agree. Why apologize? We're beyond that. Even if you were to apologize, no one's going to accept it. You think Triple P is going to ever accept any apology from... No, he's not. You will never do that, because that would mean that you're done standing on his neck. Bullshit. You accept that apology and you say that, that means you have to stand by your word and only cover Jeremy when it's an actual pressing event. Bull fucking shit. You already got Andy on the other side saying, I'm never going to be done. No, fuck apologies. And I wouldn't apologize. Because you know what? If I was Jeremy, I would actually care about my wife in the situation where I would have went to these dudes and told them to leave her the fuck out of this ages ago. That's what makes you a bitch, Jeremy. You didn't do that in the first place when you should have. You were a man and you cared about your wife. This would have never got this far. Because I would have been like, nah, keep my wife's name out your mouth, bitch. Don't fucking bring up my shit. The fuck's wrong with you? That's the first thing I would have said to them. It would have been done in a week. And they would have just made fun of me. And we would have just gone back and forth to each other. That's how this works. Jeremy, you never did that. You never stood up until it was too late. But even then, from my perspective, I'm like, no, they made fun of my wife. Fuck them assholes. They also are never going to accept an apology. They're never. No one will. They're all going to keep questioning it to keep redoing the same apology over and over. Fuck that. You know what, Jeremy, you should do? You should pay your people, pay the people you scammed allegedly, which alleged is growing thinner every fucking second. Get out of that. Pay your people off that you need to pay because you can afford that. Okay? You can afford the money, fucker. Pay people off. Right? Pay your people off that you need to pay. Stop flagging people. Ignore this shit and just fuck off and stop talking. Just do your regular shit and close your comment sections and just work it that way and stop mentioning this shit. Stop fanning flames and let it go. You're never going to stop getting made fun of by the Keno Casino, even if you apologize. It's over. What I think you really should do is just fuck off. To me, you have all this money. Fuck off. I've been done. I'm like, whatever. Had a good run. See ya. Because I could afford to do so. I'd be done. I would have retired. I would have been like, oh, I'm out. But Jeremy's so greedy and lonely on the internet. He needs this shit. And I really don't understand why. But I'm just sick of the coverage. Like, I'm bored of it. I hate this motherfucker, but I hate him in the sense of go away heat. I want him to go away. The whole goal was that he goes away. I want him to go away. Just like no bullshit, I want him to go. No bullshit got out of here. He was done. He sucked. He was fat. He was gay. He's out. That's all we want. Then you got this asshole still stuck here. Go away. We have new things to talk about. It doesn't really matter. I mean, on the other fucking side, you got DSP trying to bang an incest streamer. So at the end of the fucking day, I don't really know if that's gonna. I don't really know if that's even much better. Fucking Lord. I mean, that's our choices, and I don't know. I mean, do we even mention Ethan Ralph? I mean, that's done. Until he somehow resurrects into another fucking debacle because Scarlett flies him out. They get into domestic dispute. You know what? If that happens, can the cops just put them both in prison for life and we be done with this shit? I vote we put them both in prison for life and get rid of them. But anyways, that was my take on the situation. Bye.